Welcome into the Piles of Paragraphs creative space. I'm Lori, and today I'm going to continue working on things for my vignette box. Got quite a few things going here, but we'll review that in a little bit. But let's get started on the plan for today, which is a little swatch folio for the worn wallpaper paper pack. These are really pretty little papers, and I want to give them a try on this little trifold tabbed folder that I made. Let's see, where is my... Hold on. Sorry, I've misplaced my... There it is. I haven't misplaced it. I just forgot to get it out. I apologize. Bone folder. Necessary part of this operation. Okay. Let's get started on this. So the pages in this are... Let's see. A little short of 5.5 by a little short of 3. Yes. So we have 3 panels. Let's pick out which papers I think will go well together. They all really kind of go well together. Let's see. To the green. These are more neutrals. Let's see. Blues, pinks. This one's more neutral. That one's more blue. Or is it too close? Let's see. All right. Let's start with this and see how it works out. I'm going to start with the most neutral ones, I think. Could do this in a very traditional swatch way and just do little squares, but I think I want to do something a little bit different. The question is, what do I want to do that's different? Do I want to do strips this way? I think so. Let's see now. Let me cut this about 3/4 of an inch, since we're just under 3 inches. So oh, I just jumped right in and didn't even say, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you've had a chance to do something creative. I have been trying to noodle out the swatch folios. And I have worked on 2 of them. But this one is going to be a bit different. Let's see, I'm going to make this one wide enough to capture that whole strip of flowers. That one I'm not going to do as a strip. And this one. Let's see. pattern is very wide on this one. Let's go with the original 3/4 of an inch on this too. There you go. You still get a feeling for the flowers. I think for this one I'm going to go this direction. Okay. Kind of struggling to get back into the video making mode after not making any videos for several days. Get rusty very quickly. Here's the pieces to start with. Yeah, let's see. Do you want the neutrals in the center? I think so. Blues, I think, over here. And the greens on that side. Okay. So too close to the same color. Let's see, let's do this way. Okay. Oh, I like that. And then I'll do something across the top for a place to put information. So let's see, but how long are these? Let's go ahead and make them 4 inches. And that'll give me a little space at the bottom also. Cutter back out. Yeah, let's see. What have I been up to? Oh, went down to visit my sister and her family over the weekend, which was fun. It's always fun to see them, catch up with the kids. Not so much kids anymore; they're all adults now. But you know, but it's just a long time in the car. I'm just not used to being in the car anymore, because it's only an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, depending on the traffic. So it's not bad, not that bad, but it wears me out, I will say. Let's see, do I want to do those exactly the same way? Yes, actually, I think I do. Sorry. Thought process is slow today. But, my sister sent back a carload of stuff with us for me to disseminate between the Art Resource Center and a couple of charity shops that I frequent, and so yesterday I spent a good chunk of the day sorting and moving things around, and I was tired. Okay, let's see. what do I want to put across the top? What did I not use? I haven't used this one. Let's take some of that sort of more monotone strip of this one and use it. Oops. If I can get it lined up properly, here we go. I think the birds are happy that the construction is at least quiet for now. Let's see, what else do I have to use? More neutral. Oops. I think I'll use this one. Neutrals, and then this one for the greens, although actually I may swap those. Let's see. But tons of very interesting stuff. A friend of my sister's recently downsized, so she cleared out her house and her sewing room, and there was all kinds of interesting things that came from that clear out. Or do I want this one? Oh, yeah. I thought I wasn't going to like the colors with this one, but I do. Goodness. Oh, my poor paper cutter is just getting a real workout today. I can tell I've been sitting here creating quietly all morning because now I forget to talk. Okay. But anyway, so lots of really interesting things. Let's see. Let's go ahead and round the corners on this one. I can honestly say I don't think I've ever seen so many different size needles in one place in my life. There were tons of needles, and I know my sister said her quilting group kept a bunch of needles too, so, but you know, a lifetime of stitching projects, and you have lots of different needles. Needles, and an interesting bag of buttons, and all kinds of good stuff. Okay. Lots of embroidery hoops. Those will go to the arc, of course. And there's a quilting hoop. Oh my goodness, back with the paper cutter. back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Sorry about that. I guess I should have had these all pre-cut and ready to go, but I've spent all day getting ready to do this video, and I was afraid that if I just kept getting ready to do this video, that the video was never going to get made. So I thought I'd better jump in and make this one live with you. Let's see, this one to go this way. All right. Let's see what I have. What have I got? Okay. Let's start with the center, just because that's going to be the simplest of the layouts. Glue stick, here it is. Okay. And I'm just going to put glue on the top of these. And then kind of line them up. Guess I should have started with the center one, shouldn't I? Well, that's okay. Hopefully you'll forgive me if they're not perfectly centered and perfectly straight, because, you know, in my world, it is all about straightish. Oh, actually, fairly decently centered. My goodness, how did that happen? Now I'm going to put this in here. There we go. And this one I will glue completely down. So not a traditional swatch book, but kind of the concept of a swatch book. Ooh, I like that. This is very gluey. An ancient Rubio's coupon. Okay, so then let's go. Oops, sorry, I cannot get a hold of this. I want this to be in the center. Like that. Just so there's a little something different to look at, or a different pattern rather. Just kind of a whimsical take on a swatch book. Let's go with that. Oops. We'll see, there was so much interesting sewing stuff in the things that I've been sorting through that I am very tempted to do a second vignette box with sewing as the theme. Let's see. Well, something's crooked. What is it? Do I want this? I do. long, but I'm going to round the corners on it. Sorry, I am very, very quiet today. Okay, this one I will not round the corners on, since it's going to be in the center. One of the first tasks that I did with the stuff that I was sorting was that there were lots of the before mentioned needles and pins that were loose in the boxes. So I made sure I went through and gathered up all of those and put them into a pin cushion so that they're not loose in the box. I don't want my friends at the Ark to encounter something sharp unexpectedly. But we did have a nice time visiting with my sister's family. Her oldest daughter and her husband were hosting, and they had a nice ham and potato salad. My sister made a couple of salads. I made a salad because, you know, I think we're all expecting it to be a very warm day. However, it was just about a perfect day as far as the temperature goes. It was cool and some kind of puffy clouds in the sky, and it was lovely. Then I'll put this in this way. Cool. All right, let's round the corners on this one too. I think I'll do the little bigger corner rounder since oops, there we go. Ooh, I like that. I like it. Grab this and, whoops, knock my glue stick over. And weekend before Easter weekend, my sister and her family had gotten together and made cookies. Every year at Christmas time, we go to my sister's and we have cookie day, and the kids come and we make cookies. As I said, you know, the kids are not kids anymore. They're all adults. But one of her two youngest granddaughters wanted cookie day for her birthday, so they did that. And they made and decorated sugar cookies and gingerbread cookies, and pardon my reach, they were all quite yummy. My sister made possibly the best peanut butter cookies I have ever eaten to send to her grandson, who's serving in the Navy, and it's his birthday coming up, so she'd make cookies for him. And by virtue of her making too many cookies, she had a whole bunch to send home with us. She put some M&Ms in some for my husband because he loves M&Ms, so that was fun. And seriously, oh my goodness, I am not always a peanut butter cookie fan. However, I am a huge cookie fan. I love cookies, love them. These were just absolutely divine. I always say my sister makes the best cookies in the world. Her sugar cookies are one of my all-time favorites. Let's see. So here we go. So now we've got the inside done. Okay. So now what to put on the outside? We have lots of little fun bits. Can I do a little fun bit collage on the outside? Now let's go ahead and open this up flat. I'm going to start by decorating the center. So let's see. What do I have in little pieces? So pieces, yeah. Okay. I think that little piece is too neutral. I do. Let's do this one. Okay, now what are the chances that I'm gonna remember exactly how I had this laid out? Oh, slim to none. Let's get a little paper. This one should go down first. My sister, the master baker, she made a carrot cake, and she messaged me Friday and said, "Oh, the carrot cake's terrible." Of course, I'm thinking, I don't think that's possible, but anyway, she didn't like it, but I didn't find anything wrong with it at all. I thought it was quite delicious. She had put some nuts in it that I think had just a tiny bit of a bitter taste. I think that's what she was picking up on that she didn't like. Of course, I think she also said she put, I don't know, what'd she tell you, bourbon or something in it? I don't know. don't think I've ever had carrot cake with bourbon in it before, but I didn't notice the bourbon flavor, but she was thinking that maybe that was what she was not caring for in it. There were no complaints, though, from anyone. My niece also had a red velvet cake. So we had lots and lots of sweet stuff. In addition to the yummy ham and the before-mentioned salads. So, it's all good. Good, good, good. Hadn't seen them for a while. We had a big birthday party for my sister back in December, but I had not seen her since then, so I do not know where the year has gone. Time just flies. Pretty soon it will be too hot for me to comfortably drive down to see her, so it's unfortunate that I didn't do a better job of seeing her when it was cooler weather. Because to get to her house from mine, you have to drive across the desert. And when it's, 110, 115, 150 here on the surface of the sun where we live, it's a bit too much for me. This is so not the way I laid this out, huh? Well, we definitely want to use this, but do I want to use it down here? What did I do? I think I didn't put that one up high enough. I scooch it up a little bit. Nope, it's staying there. All right, that's fine. That's just fine. Is it a collage I've made if it doesn't have at least one torn edge? I don't know. Probably not. We'll never know, because here comes the torn edge. Oh, okay. Now, where did I put there's all these lovely floral pieces in this package. Oh, sorry. Sorry about the crinkling. The pages all out, but I left the little flowery bits in. Let's see. No, not that. Let's see. We have something just a little bit bigger. We have. Oh, this is one of my favorite ones, but this is too big. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, there's one in a smaller size. I think that covers up a little too much of everything. Let's see. Well, I don't know. We might end up going with that one because this one will really cover up too much of everything. Yeah. So close to being just what I wanted, but not quite. Not enough contrast. Well, let's see. Obviously, I'm just in one of my moods today where I'm not happy with anything. I think I'm going to go with that. I'm not over the moon about it, but it will be a nice addition. And then I will show you the other two sort of swatch book thingies that I made, swatch folios. Lid on the glue, get out the bone folder and burnish everything down. And I think I'll come back and add maybe some labels or maybe a little washi tape or something to decorate that just a little bit more. And of course that still needs to be decorated. But here's that one. Let's see, here's another one that I made. This one has little bits of fabric with, and I think of the three that I've made, this one is my favorite. I like the way this one came out. Some sort of vintagey laces. I guess this isn't technically a lace, but a trim, but I'm very happy with the way that turned out. This one I am not as happy with. I think I'm going to come back and add some washi tape along the edges. There's just too much contrast. But here was my idea for putting some swatches of ribbon in. And I absolutely fell in love with these brass safety pins. But the three of them in a row there were a bit too chunky. So this is continues to be a work in progress. I don't know what I will maybe put I had some pieces of lace. Oh, I think I kind of got frustrated because I worked on it for a really long time, and then when I folded it up, I was like, no, it's too chunky. I had some little bits that I did have on the safety pins. And I think what will end up happening is, these are the right ones. This one's the right one. I will just loop them over the little piece of twill tape that I have there. So that way I'll still have the variety of pieces, but not the bulk of the safety pin. You know, let's see. I do another piece of this somewhere that I want to put in, but we'll just tuck this one in here. This one's not quite as long as the one I had chosen, I think. Maybe not. Maybe this is it. There we go. So we have these trims. this ribbon was really cool. This was on a little reel in that stuff that I got from my sister. And it is called Watch Band Ribbon, which I thought was just completely fun. I loved it. So then I have some of my tea-stained and rust-dyed lace here. And this one's some lovely color on it. If I can get it in here. It's much easier to put them on the safety pin because it's a smooth surface, but anyway, I'll just do these two and not do the third. So I also had a little piece of velvet that I dyed. This is the breast and tea stain velvet, and that was a pretty cool texture in here, but anyway. So that was my idea on this one. It just didn't work out quite the way I had hoped. And yes, I did lay the 3 together, but I think they shifted, and so when I actually got it done, it was like, oh darn, no, too chunky, but it works okay if you don't have all 3 of the safety pins in there. But I think I'll come back and do some washi tape. I don't like this contrast between these two, although I love this paper a whole bunch. So that's it for now. Here's the newest pieces for the vignette box, which is coming along. Got lots and lots of stuff in it, and still some pieces that need to be decorated. So still have these to do, and then I want to do a few tags to put into. So we've got a few more things to do, a few more things to create. So if you enjoyed this video, and I hope you did, please leave me a thumbs up, make a comment. I would love to hear from you. I'm still not getting tons of comments. Oh gosh, let me make sure this is still going. Oh good, it is. Okay. Oh, and hopefully I wasn't off screen the whole time. Oh goodness. Well, forgive me if I was. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you'll join me again in the future. And for now, I will say bye-bye.